Lumos Maxima.
Number 1. Gilderoy Lockhart. Gilderoy Lockhart is a real charmer. It's through sheer charisma that he stabilized himself in society as one of the most accomplished wizards of all time. Without actually performing any of the heroic act he claims to have done in numerous best-selling books. The vain and the self-aggrandizing Lockhart's habit of exaggerating his own deeds would backfire when he was hired as the defense against the dark arts teacher at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. He would at first relish the position as yet another avenue of self-promotion, but his buffoonery and incompetence soon got the best of Lockhart. His false claims are revealed by Harry Potter and his friends are Lockhart cowardly attempted to flee the school upon being ordered to confront the monster in the Chamber of Secrets. Number 2. Dolores Umbridge. We all hate this woman, which is why she belongs on this list. J.K. Rowling really outdid herself when she created Dolores Umbridge. Voldemort is a terrific villain to be sure, but it could be argued that he never got under our skin like Umbridge did. Perhaps it's because Voldemort came in and out of Harry's life. His threat was ongoing, but he wasn't walking around the hallway of Hogwarts. But Umbridge, for one miserable year, she was a constant, miserable presence in Harry's life. This is a woman who thinks the appropriate way to punish a student involved making him perform a ritual which, thanks to magic, caused him to bleed over and over again. One of many despicable acts, the fact that she spoke in a bluntly forced sing-song voice and wore gaudy pink clothing only added to her hideousness. Imelda Staunton does a great job playing this character, but it should be noted that as nasty as Umbridge is in the film, in the book she is even worse, causing many of Harry Potter's readers to feel true hate for this fictional character. Stephen King referred to Umbridge as the greatest make-believe villain to come along since Hannibal. Number 3. Lucius Malfoy. Draco Malfoy was trouble from the second we met him, so it was so shocked to discover his dear old dad was cut from the same cloth. A man of power and influence in the wizarding world, Lucius hides behind a shield of wealth while plotting some very dark things. A long-time supporter of Voldemort, it was his action that set into motion the entire plotline of the Chamber of Secrets as he slid Tom Riddle's old diary into Ginny Weasley's cauldron. His unwarranted, biting comments about the Weasley family are enough to make us hate him. But on the top of that, Lucius has shown he is willing to do anything in support of his Dark Lord, including one-on-one confrontation with Harry. Lucius was brought to life in the film by the great Jason Isaacs, who gives the character just the right arrogant, smug attitude. You can feel Lucius' absolute conviction in his actions and his anger that a boy like Potter would dare attempt to stop Voldemort and those like Lucius, who follows his lead, watching Lucius fall from a grade in the Deathly Hallows Part 1, as he now had much more to prove to his Dark Lord, only added to are fascinating with the character. Bellatrix Lestrange. Some people just enjoying being evil. If you are looking for proof, let me introduce you to the Bellatrix Lestrange and suggested you pray that you survive the encounter. Bellatrix has little of the cold, calculating nature of Voldemort or Lucius Malfoy. She simply relished doing wicked things and laughing all the while. Her villainy would have been cemented simply by her backstory. As we discovered, she had tortured poor Neville Longbottom's parents so horrifically it left them insane. But after she escaped from the Azkaban, Bellatrix proved she was far from done. She murdered her own cousin Sirius Black and per usual seemed more entertained than anything by what she had done, which left Harry Potter without someone he'd come to love like a family member. She then went on to sadistically torture Hermione and murder Dobby. Damn, Lestrange. Giving this woman a stunning list of horrific accomplishments, considering all the destruction she was responsible for, and her ultimate fate seemed well earned. Voldemort. The greatest thing about Lord Voldemort, aka Tom Marvolo Riddle, was that he was rotten to his very core. There would be no redemption for such a wicked spirit. There was never any good lying doormat underneath Voldemort's dark exterior. He was never corrupted as a child. He was the corruptor. When other powerful sources don't even have the cajons to speak your name, then you know you are truly arrived as the ultimate master of malice. As the most sincerely popularized villain since Darth Vader, Voldemort was truly frightening. In book after book, Harry managed to evade certain death only by the skinny skin of his teeth. We literally could not figure out a way that Harry, as cunning as he was, could ever defeat such a powerful evil force, Voldemort might not have been able to comprehend love or friendship, but that certainly didn't stop us from taking delight in such a devilishly dreadful dude. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. So these were the few villains that I think is the best as a character of Harry Potter. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you are not following me. Link is in the description. And now I will see you in my next one. Till then, take care, goodbye, and stay away from the muggles.